Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, that $40-ish and $100 range, and most of these are way less than that. Good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. The one I'm talking about today, I think I found it for $12.99 at Burlington. I'm talking about Alfred Dunhill's Custom. I really love the way this bottle looks, the color of the juice, the engraving on the bottom. It's just a classy looking bottle. The lid's a little big and stuff like that, but it reminds me kind of like a Dior or something. Don't understand this. I don't know what's going on with that. It actually comes off. The lid clicks into place pretty nicely. It's got a little bit of detailing. The logo itself right there in the atomizer, which is kind of neat. Little touch, and the atomizer is decent. Squirts out a fair amount of juice. So this fragrance is kind of like a spicy candy apple, spicy woody candy apple. It's sweet right off the top. It's red apple, juicy, sweet, easy red apple. It's not even highly synthetic. It's very, very, very pleasing to smell. This is a well done, cheap little fragrance. For the $12.99 price point that I picked this thing up at, it doesn't smell like a $12.99 price point fragrance, but it kind of performs like one. Unfortunately, the projection is very soft on this. Now, I did notice that if I do dial the sprays up a little bit, I'll get, 4 hours, maybe 5 hours at most, but it's mostly a skin scent because after about an hour, it's reeled way back in, but I was smelling myself for a few hours afterwards. So this is something that's, out of the shower even. It's not going to be something that's going to grab a lot of attention. It's not going to be something that's going to last you through the workday. Now, if you don't mind carrying a fragrance around with you, I never recommend carrying a fragrance in your vehicle or in the showers or anything like that because humidity and heat really destroys fragrances quick. I bring fragrances along with me in my vehicle, but they only stay in there for like that day, and I try to put them like in the center console or wherever they're going to stay the coolest. But anyhow, this isn't a very strong fragrance, but it's a very, very beautiful smelling fragrance. It's got character. You do discover the different layers in this thing. It's not like a muddled up concoction of like sweet synthetics. You can actually pick out the apple and the pepper, and there's some kind of other kind of fruits in there, which like makes it a little bit mysterious. The frankincense, the incense is in there a little bit. The woods, you can pick it all up individually with this thing. So that's why I say it's a very, very nice little fragrance, but it just lacks in performance. Man, it smells so good. But the season that this thing is best appropriated for, like the cooler weathers and stuff like that, this thing isn't going to perform too well. Now, if you like going like for a dinner, like a Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, then this thing would work good for that because how long are you going to be sitting at the dinner table? I don't know, me, I can eat for like ever. So, but aside from that, it's not going to blow you away in its performance. But for $12.99, I still say this is definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. I'll still give it a 5.5 out of 10. If it was based on scent profile alone, this is a 7. It's a solid 7. But because the performance lacks, like if you do a normal amount of sprays, 4 or 5 sprays with this thing, it's going to be pretty much gone in about 2.5 hours. You probably won't be able to detect it at all. If you spray it right up on your hand, maybe 3 hours later, you can still get that skin scent, but other than that, it's not going to really be there. But just solely on the fragrance itself, this thing is awesome smelling. Juicy red apple. I'm going to smell it again. I really enjoy the way this thing smells. Yeah, spicy, juicy red apple. Just a hint of that incense. The incense comes out a little more in the dry down, and a little bit of a dry down that there is with the woods, but mostly it's spicy, juicy red apple, which is just lovely. It's alluring. Like this would be an awesome date night fragrance if it was just a little bit longer lasting. And I think most age ranges can enjoy this because it's not challenging. This is a very easy smelling fragrance. It's not really challenging. It's blind buy worthy because it's so cheap. You're probably going to like it if you smell it. It's blind buy worthy for sure. And yeah, occasions to wear it, I say pretty much year round because it's geared for the cool weather, but it's not so loud that it's going to be super cloying in the high heat, in my personal opinion. So that's my final thoughts on Alfred Dunhill's Custom. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.